Hello guys and gals, and welcome to another episode of Unique Items. Today we're going to be going over another Diablo 2 unique, or rather Diablo 1 unique that got transferred over to Diablo 2, and this one is the Lightsaber. It is a saber base at 1 to 8, it has 45 durability, and only requires 17 strength, which isn't too bad.
Stay a while and listen.
The Lightsaber has some interesting stats on it, and is mildly useful at a low level. It does have 20% increased light radius, which makes the dungeons a little bit more lit up. Light radius is kind of a thing in this game, although it doesn't really matter too much, because the dark atmosphere of the game is actually quite enjoyable. But if you want to reduce the darkness a little bit and fight it back, the light radius on Lightsaber is actually mildly okay. It does have 1 to 10 lightning damage, which can be really useful versus monsters that are not immune to lightning resistance. Unfortunately, some monsters are, so you watch out for that. It does have a 20% 2-hit chance, which is actually really good, especially for an early level item. Having any kind of 2-hit chance is better than none, which a lot of the unique items, not only do they have no 2-hit chance, but they also usually have negative 2-hit chance or negative dexterity, which reduces your 2-hit chance in general. You notice that the lightning damage doesn't show up on the panel. It also has a massive amount of lightning resistance, which can be very helpful when you're fighting monsters that generally tend to be very lightning based. Like I think familiars are extremely lightning based, or I can't remember, but you'll know. I mean, they shoot lightning at you, so like definitely mildly useful in those situations. The damage on the weapon isn't the greatest. The lightning damage does kind of make up for it a little bit, but overall, yeah. Let's show off the light radius. Not really sure if you can see much of a difference in the light radius, to be honest. Oh, we do have a torch right here. Hold on. Let me walk away from the torch. All right, so here we go. We're in no light in this particular area. Yeah, a little bit of a difference. You can see along the walls here. You can see the little bit of difference in the light radius. When you put it on, the walls kind of get brighter. Meh. One thing I did notice about these elemental damage weapons is they actually do the elemental damage. So you can see that when I use the lightsaber, the lightning damage actually occurs on the screen. You get like a little shocky thing in front of you, which does the 1 to 10 lightning damage, which is kind of neat. So it is doing 1 to 8 plus the 1 to 10, and it has a slightly higher percent chance to hit. I'm not sure if the lightning damage is based on the percent chance to hit, so it might go off no matter what. Not really entirely sure. What particularly is the lightsaber missing? Well, it has no increased attack speed, so no faster or fastest attack speed, which is a downside. It has no bonus damage. So you're kind of relying on that additional lightning damage, so if you do fight monsters that are immune to lightning, well, it's not really going to be very good. It might be something that you swap in and out for a different weapon. The chance that it hits okay, but it could potentially be better, and having a higher percent chance to hit is going to help out a lot at higher levels. So overall, the damage isn't the greatest, and the 2% chance isn't the most amazing. It does, however, have an amazing 50% lightning resistance, which could come in really handy when you're fighting those massive packs of lightning monsters. Especially as a sorcerer, it could be a very easy way for you to add in lightning resistance if you're using a sword shield combo, which most sorcerers tend to do. As a melee warrior, however, it might not be hard enough hitting to really like cut through those swaths of monsters, as an actual melee character. It kind of depends on where you are and how far along you are in the game. I definitely don't see lightsaber being very useful outside of, say, like normal difficulty, maybe like level 10 as far as I would push it probably. And even then, probably not even level 10. I mean, you're probably gonna run into issues hitting targets unless you have additional attack speed or 2-hit chance equipment like rings and amulets to offset the lack of 2-hit on the item. It's really hard to increase the damage of these items as well because, I mean, technically most of the damage is in the lightning, and so even if you did have some increased damage or large amounts of strength, it's not really going to help out a lot. Let's see how much it sells for. It sells for $4,787, which isn't too bad. Not a bad sale price there. The durability's okay, enough for you to actually fight with it and get back to town and repair it, so, I mean, there's that as well. It's an interesting item. It's definitely similar-ish to the lightsaber from Diablo 2, but not quite the same. I thought the lightsaber in Diablo 2 also has magic damage on it, doesn't it? So I guess they decided to beef it up a little bit from the original version. It's also made in a phase blade in Diablo 2 and not a saber. And obviously the lightsaber is kind of meant as a meme, you know, for like the actual lightsabers in like Star Wars and things like that. You know, it's an Easter egg, like a little bit of an Easter egg from like the Star Wars genre. Definitely a cool item within the game. Not exactly something that you're going to use end game though, and something that you maybe collect if you actually had stash space. In Devolution X, you could definitely collect all the uniques and have fun with it though. I think that's pretty much it for this particular item. As always, I do appreciate you guys and gals joining me. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe button if you are enjoying the content, because this is my full-time job and it helps out the channel. And as always, keep watching.